If an ancient human walked into a modern gym, he would freeze before the first machine. He would see people running without going anywhere, lifting heavy metal only to put it back down, paying money to suffer inside a room full of mirrors. To him, it would look insane. Because in his world, nobody exercised. No workout plans, no cardio days, no personal trainers. No one woke up and said, "Today, the body must be trained." And yet, if that ancient human stood beside the average modern person, the difference would be uncomfortable. His hands would be harder, his feet tougher, his back would know how to carry, his legs would know how to travel. His body would not be built for appearance, it would be built for use. So the question is not only why ancient humans never exercised. The real question is how people who never worked out became so much stronger than people who have gyms on every street. The answer begins with a truth modern fitness almost never says clearly. Ancient humans hated wasting energy, not because they were lazy, because wasting energy could kill them. For most of human history, food was not guaranteed. No refrigerator, no supermarket, no protein shake after a workout. A calorie was warmth during a cold night, strength during a long walk, focus during a hunt, recovery from injury, survival for tomorrow. So an ancient body learned one rule: move when movement matters, rest when it does not. That is the first hidden truth. Ancient humans did not exercise because exercise, by itself, made no survival sense. Running for no reason burned energy. Lifting for no reason wasted strength. Climbing for no reason invited injury. In their world, every movement needed a purpose. A man walked because the herd had moved. A woman carried because water was far away. A child climbed because food was above him. A family packed up because the camp was no longer safe. The movement was never separate from life. The movement was life. This is where the modern story gets the past wrong. Ancient humans were not active all day like machines. They worked in bursts. Then they rested. They walked for miles, then sat. They carried heavy things, then stopped. They hunted, dug, climbed, gathered, built, and pulled, then recovered in the shade. But their rest was not modern rest. That is the second secret. Modern rest often means the body nearly disappears. A chair supports the back. A screen holds the eyes. The hands barely move. The legs stay folded. Ancient rest was different. They sat on the ground. They squatted. They shifted positions. They repaired tools. They prepared food. They watched children. They carved, tied, cleaned, sorted, scraped, and talked. By ancient standards, that was rest. By modern standards, it was still movement. Their bodies were not trained by one dramatic hour. They were shaped by thousands of small demands that never fully disappeared. Uneven ground trained the feet. Carrying trained the grip. Squatting trained the hips. Rising trained the legs. Grinding food trained the arms. Walking long distances trained the heart. No single task looked like a workout. Together, they created a body modern life almost never builds. Then comes the part that makes the title dangerous. Were they literally 10 times stronger than everyone today? No serious answer needs to pretend that every ancient person could beat every modern athlete. But compared with the average sedentary modern body, ancient humans may have been stronger in the ways that mattered most for survival. Grip, bone density, endurance, posture, carrying power, foot strength, balance, full body coordination, not gym strength, world strength. The kind of strength a person gets when the environment refuses to be easy. One of the clearest clues is hidden inside bones. Ancient bones are not opinions. They record pressure, loading, and the work a body performed again and again. Studies of prehistoric women from early farming communities found arm bones so strong that they could exceed those of elite modern female rowers. These women were not chasing fitness. They were grinding grain, digging soil, carrying loads, preparing food, and doing hard repetitive labor year after year. Their strength was not a goal, it was evidence. And this is the third secret. Ancient humans were not stronger because they exercised more. They were stronger because weakness had fewer places to hide. A modern person with weak legs can drive. Weak arms can avoid carrying. Weak posture can collapse into a chair. Weak grip can open nothing, because machines and packaging do the work. In the ancient world, the body could not outsource reality. If water was heavy, arms had to carry it. If food was far, legs had to reach it. If tools were needed, hands had to shape them. If danger appeared, the whole body had to respond. The environment kept asking questions. The body had to answer. That is why ancient strength was connected. Modern machines often train one muscle at a time. Ancient life trained chains of movement. The foot pressed into dirt. The leg drove upward. The hips turned. The back stabilized. The hand gripped. The shoulder pulled. The breath adjusted. The body moved as one system because survival did not offer isolation exercises. And then something changed. Civilization removed movement piece by piece. The chair replaced squatting. The road replaced rough ground. The shoe replaced tough feet. The cart replaced carrying. The elevator replaced climbing. The car replaced walking. The screen replaced handwork. The app replaced effort. Every invention solved a problem. But together, they created a new one. For the first time, a human body could pass through an entire day without being seriously needed. And the body did exactly what evolution trained it to do. It saved energy. It chose comfort. It avoided unnecessary effort. So when a modern person avoids exercise, that person is not broken. The ancient survival program is still running. The old program is trapped inside a new world. In the past, the world forced movement. Now the person has to choose it. That is why exercise feels strange. It asks a body built to conserve energy to burn energy on purpose, for benefits that may not appear immediately. Ancient humans never needed that bargain. Their world made the bargain for them. By the time the day ended, their bodies had already been loaded, stretched, challenged, balanced, and tested. For food, for shelter, for children, for safety, for another sunrise. So the lesson is not that ancient humans were superior. The lesson is more disturbing. Modern humans did not become weak because they forgot how to try. They became weak because the world stopped requiring strength. A body that once carried water now carries a phone. Hands that once shaped tools now scroll glass. Feet built for miles wait under desks. A spine built to bend, twist, squat, and rise spends years folded into chairs. Ancient humans never exercised because they did not have to invent movement. Modern humans exercise because movement was removed. And that is the final answer. They were not stronger because they had better discipline. They were stronger because their lives had consequences. For ancient humans, strength was not a hobby. It was the price of being alive.